Very good morning to you and welcome to today's edition of Trending Issues. Today is Monday. It's a brand new day and a brand new week. Of course, the most exciting part of it is that today is the last day of January 2022. By tomorrow, we'll be saying a happy new month. Okay, let me be the first person to wish you happy new month in advance. My name is still Faith Okan. I'm your regular host of the program Trending Issues. Of course, it comes to you live from AF Television. How are you this beautiful morning? I hope that your weekend went just fine. All right, thank you for joining us on the program from wherever you are hooking with what we're doing. Thank you so much. Don't forget, you can drop your comments and your contributions on the topics that we are talking about, the topics that are trending in Nigeria and, of course, outside Nigeria. Of course, you can also share using the share button on our social media platforms for your friends, your well wishers, even your enemies. can also hook up and they contribute to the program this morning. All right, quickly, we'll start from Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom, Uyo is the capital of Akwa Ibom State, where a drama seemed to be unfolding in the People's Democratic Party, PDP precisely. On Sunday, being yesterday, the party had a stakeholders meeting. The stakeholders meeting comprised of the 3 senatorial zones of the state, and an announcement was made. What was that announcement? The governor, that is Governor Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom State, just announced his preferred candidate, the anointed one. I just find it funny when that these people call, this is my anointed candidate, this is my preferred candidate. All right, Governor of Akwa Ibom State has announced the most preferred candidate whom he wants, he would like to replace him in the next election. And of course, that issue has generated some controversies. Even yesterday, when they were having that meeting, the former governor of the state announced the governor's choices candidate, and some persons in that meeting had to storm out saying that why would the governor choose this person? Who did the governor choose? He chose the Commissioner for Lands and Water Resources. That's talking about Pastor Umo Eno. And some persons have said, yes, this is a good move. And some are saying, no, we don't want this. Some are saying, okay, this is a pastor. At least it's not a cultist. But we don't know if we have cultist ruling. But then we know that this man is a pastor. And some are saying, yes, we need the man of God. We need the man of God to rule Akwa Ibom State, at least to take over when Udom leaves power. And some are saying, no, Udom did not make consultations before announcing this preferred anointed candidate. Of course, it has sparked a reaction. Some have their various opinion, and some persons like the House, the Chairman House Representatives Committee, that is talking about Onofiok Luke, has said, no, I will not accept this, because it was one of the persons that stormed out during that meeting yesterday, the stakeholders meeting, and he's saying, no, I will this. Of course, he has indicated interest to run during the governorship election under the PDP, and some other persons, some other commissioners in the state, of course, have said that I have 1 or 2 interests in that seat. Of course, some are saying that the governor did not make consultations. Some are saying, why would the governor pick another person from his the same zone with him? And there's so many reactions coming from left, right, and center as regards to the most preferred candidate that was chosen by Governor Udom Emmanuel and the person of Pastor Umo Eno, who he would like to replace him after the election, after his tenure. Of course, we want to get a reaction as regards to that. What do you make of that announcement that was made yesterday by the governor? And of course, the governor is saying, I want Pastor Umo Eno to replace me after I exit power. Do you think that is a good decision? Do you think that the governor did not do well in choosing somebody that is from the same zone with him? What do you think? Do you think that Pastor Umo Eno has all it takes to still take Akwa Ibom to a higher level? Of course, Akwa Ibom is doing well, yes, in terms of governance, in terms of infrastructure, road network, and so many things. Akwa Ibom is a very beautiful city, and I will hope that other governors will borrow leave from that state. And of course, we also hope that the person that will take over from the sitting governor be somebody that will continue pushing Akwa Ibom forward and not backward. Just let's get your reaction to that issue that has generated controversy since yesterday. What do you make of the announcement of a Pastor Umo and the Commissioner for Lands and Water Resources in Akwa Ibom State as the anointed candidate as the governor announced yesterday? What do you think? Drop your comments and your reactions on the program Trending Issues AF Television this beautiful morning, and we'll take it. All right, let's go over to another issue that is trending, of course. Since January, we've been hearing so many issues of ritual killing, issue of Yahoo boys, internet fraud, and every other thing. Sometimes I would just wonder, is January a month of rituals? Is January a month of killing? What is exactly is happening? The most annoying part and the most pathetic part of it is that little children have now developed the mind, everything, the audacity to even take life. Children, teenagers, people that are less than 18 years will just sit down. They will think, okay, we'll have to make money any way we can. We'll take this person, we'll use him or her for rituals, and then we'll get money. Does it really work that way? All right, what are we talking about? We're talking about an incident that happened in Ogun State where 4 teenagers have been arrested. These people are between 17 to 20 years. None of them is more than 20 years. These are young vibrant youth who have now tarnished their image. They've just stopped their future halfway because of one criminal activity or the other that they decided to venture into. The persons you're seeing on the screen are teenagers that were arrested by Ogun State Police Command on Friday, where they were caught by some vigilantes around midnight. They were burning a skull, and after they were arrested, they confessed that one of them lured his girlfriend, and they killed this lady. They cut off her head and they put it in a pot, and they were burning this head. When a vigilante group caught them and they were arrested, and this issue has generated some reactions, and people are asking, what exactly is the problem? What is happening to this present day generation? The quest to make money by any way, be it a good way, be it bad way. But why would you choose to make money using the bad way? Of course, we have so many legal means to make money. Yes, I keep saying that. Then why wouldn't you choose that legal path and then make money? Of course, some have blamed some celebrities, some have blamed Nollywood and saying that you people are the ones nurturing these children, people are the ones promoting these vices, and they have gotten the morale to indulge in these criminal acts. Of course, we don't know who to blame exactly, but then I believe that parents have a lot to do. Yes, we are the persons to train our children. Yes, we know that humans can just deviate from even the orientation they got from the parents, but then we have a lot to do. Yes, peer group influences, but then we have to do a lot as parents and also pray that our children will not indulge in this criminal activity. Of course, the one person fled, but now he has been arrested and they are in custody, and police are still carrying out their investigations as regards to that. Of course, the lady that they beheaded, they used a sack bag to place the remaining part of her and buried her. And of course, the police have recovered that body, and it has been deposited in a mortuary. And of course, some persons, everybody, yes, not some persons, everybody has criticized this act, and we pray that God will help us so that our children will not bring sorrow to us. All right, still talking about that issue. Some children, these ones are less than 13, from the way I'm looking at it, they were accosted. They were said to have moved from Delta State to Edo State. And a video is trending showing these children when they were being interviewed, and they said they came for Yahoo hustle. That is what they called it. We'll just play you that video, and then when we come back, we'll talk about it more.
What's your name? You?
Kelly.
Yeah. What you say una want to make una come this gate?
What also?
Which kind also?
Yahoo also.
Huh?
Yahoo also.
Yahoo? Una want do Yahoo?
What not be the Yahoo plus said. What's it called? Yes.
No?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
Huh?
Just one person.
How old you dey?
This year now complete 16.
You?
This year complete 14.
You?
15. 15.
Okay. Wetin make una dey look for where una wan also do Yahoo?
Because as the alcohol pursue us, I'm going to start to defend where we stay.
Who pursue una?
And the person where we dey stay with now.
Na him pursue una? For which community?
It's a Bali community.
Na una dey stay?
Yes.
So una dey find where una wan do Yahoo?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Where una mama and una papa?
They know what they said.
Where they dey?
They for that, sir.
Una papa and una mama know say una dey Edo State?
Yes, yes.
Wetin happen now?
As in, we don't tell you just now, say, na farm we dey go every day, we not get us of men for the house. Any small thing we do, they start to dey curse us. So now they call pursue us, now we start to defend.
Wetin be una name?
Frank.
You?
Kelly.
You? Wetin una say una want to make una come this gate?
What also?
Hmm?
What also?
Otu, which kind also?
Yahoo also.
Huh?
Yahoo also.
Yahoo.
Mm.
Now I want to do Yahoo.
Not be the Yahoo plus said. I want to call press.
No?
Press.
You?
Press.
Just 1 week.
Huh?
Just 1 week. One press.
How old you dey?
Yeah. This year now complete 16.
You?
This year I complete 14.
You?
15.
Hmm?
15.
Okay. Wetin make una dey look for where una wan hustle do Yahoo?
Because as the alcohol pursue us, I'm going to start to defend where we stay.
Who pursue una?
And the person where we dey stay with now.
Na him pursue una? For which community?
This Abage community.
Na una dey stay?
Yes.
So una dey find where una wan do Yahoo?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Where una mama una papa?
The Lord really said,
Where they dey?
never forget, sir.
Una papa una mama know say una dey Edo State?
Yes, yes.
Wetin happen na?
As in, we don't tell you just now, say, the family will they go every day, will not get us of men for the earth. Any small thing we do, they start with the curse us. So now they call pursue us, now we start to defend.
All right, it's a very sad and pathetic thing to hear these children give the story of their life. Let's just put it like that. They were trying to give the story of their life, saying that they don't live with their parents; they actually live with somebody. We don't know how truthful that claim is, but they said they live with someone, and the persons were maltreating them, and they were sent out of the house, and then they had to travel from Delta State to Edo to to do Yahoo hustle. It's quite funny and sad at the same time to think that children from, according to them, one says he's 10 years, the other says he's 14, the other says he's 15 or something like that. Children as young as they are with a very bright future. Yes, they have a very bright future, and they have resorted to doing Yahoo hustle according to them. And they even know that there is difference between Yahoo hustle and the Yahoo plus. Maybe they're in the very best position to tell us the difference between Yahoo hustle and the Yahoo plus. And of course, it's a very pathetic thing. As I was saying earlier, parents has a lot to do, and I cannot imagine a parent that will allow his son to move from Delta State to Edo State, but they said that they were living with somebody and the person sent them out. How is that even possible? Another issue is, how did they get the money to travel from Delta State to Edo State with their traveling bags all ready for Yahoo hustle? Of course, everybody has a role to play. Even the people that did that video interview, they have a lot to do as regards to helping these children to retract their steps so that we will not lose them entirely. Of course, we're still talking about Yahoo hustle and Yahoo plus and every other types of Yahoo. I don't know the types of Yahoo, but then if according to these little boys, we have Yahoo plus and Yahoo hustle. If we have others, I don't know, maybe if I'm able to meet them, they will tell me other hustles. Talking about a hustle, a video have been trending where Pastor David Ibiyomi of Salvation Ministries, he released some prophecies, will I call it prophecies or declarations or curses on fraudsters, internet fraudsters that we know as Yahoo boys, and that video has sparked a reaction. We'll just play you that video where he was trying to advise them, please stop this illicit act. We'll play you that video, and when we come back, we'll talk about it and other things that we have on trending issues.
They will either remember you for the good things you do or for the problems you create. And let me tell all these Yahoo boys, stop. You can't be frauding people every day. Stop. Listen, I'm a man of God. Stop. You kill people every day. When you Yahoo somebody, it's stealing. Don't quote it anyhow. It's stealing. Most people, all their retirement benefit, you take it from one, and people die. I toss it in the name of Jesus. Listen, stop, stop, stop. If you're in this church, stop. It's a demonic, satanic way of getting money. What kind of nonsense money is that? You're a thief. No matter I colorize it, you are a thief. You love stealing. Okay, is it your money? I toss the root of it. Stop! That's not the kind of money we're talking about. Stop that nonsense. Do you know how many people you have killed? Scam kills people. Some people, the whole of their retirement benefit. You now scam them and say you are buying car. What not? You get accident with that car. Stop that nonsense. You are a child of God. Don't take that kind of money. That's blood money. Blood money. What kind of money is that? Stop it. You are a child of God. Okay, whichever way you paint it, you are a thief. What dignity does a thief? Now, all people doing Yahoo, stop giving them chieftaincy title. They are thieves. Why would you give a Yahoo person chieftaincy title? He's a thief. Deal with him as an armed robber. When you see the boy stop posing, he knows to be thief. Is it? You stole from somebody now. Okay, what do you call somebody who stole from somebody? What is it? It's a thief now. What are you talking? Yahoo is stealing. Don't say it's Yahoo is stealing. Stealing is stealing. Oh, Yoshi. And these days, even church people are doing Yahoo. It's becoming a young boys will not walk, will not do anything. They sit on top laptop, send you message. You have just one, and some of you too. I don't know. How can someone say you bring me a bank details? You send. Are you okay in your head? You too, you love money. Oh. Somebody will tell you, bring your bank details. We'll pay you 800,000. What did you do? Anybody who fall mugu, you too, you love money. What will they say? We'll pay 2 million to your account. So give us our account details. You now send your account details. They detail you. Please, Yahoo must stop in Nigeria. Yahoo, what is the real name? Stop calling the Yahoo. Yahoo is email. Fraud. Internet fraud must stop in Nigeria. Internet fraud must stop. And police, although Yahoo boys, jail them. Arrest them. If you take bribe from Yahoo boy, the policeman, that money kill you. That blood money that you take will kill you. You know why? They stole from somebody who died. You now collect the money, release him. You and your family die with it. Police, stop taking that kind of money. Don't arrest them, jail them. It's a blood. You know people who have died because of scam. Some people, the whole of their pension. They stop it all. If you are in this service now, today be the last day. You resign from Yahoo, resign from internet, resign. You're hearing me? Even if you run away from tomorrow, it will still follow you. He said, I know, come tomorrow. This prayer I pray will follow you. Even if you go to another man of God, it will not work.
All right, that is Pastor David Ibiyomi of Salvation Ministries giving advice and as well prayer for and against internet fraudsters, popularly known as Yahoo boys. I don't know if we have Yahoo girls, but the most popular is Yahoo boys. Probably we have Yahoo girls, but then all of them still boils down to internet fraud and criminal activity. And you've heard the pastor, the man of God, saying, "Please stop. Don't indulge in this fraudulent act." Of course, I hope that you've gotten that advice from the pastor there. All right, it's still trending issues. AF Television. Join us on our social media platforms. Share using the share button. You have the right. You will not be charged anything if you click on that share button. Of course, you also have the right to drop your comments or your contributions. What do you make of the topics that we are talking about, from Akwa Ibom State, Ogun State, and of course in all the states that are in Nigeria, of course outside Nigeria, on trending issues. Let's go over to another thing that is trending, and it has to do with the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Affairs Bank, the CBN. They have done something that is good. Yes, you know, if you are banking, and the majority of Nigerians are banking, you cannot keep all your money in the house, so you have to keep some in the banking institutions. We have the microfinance, so many banks that will keep our money in. And of course, some persons usually cry. These banks are charging a whole lot of naira because of the little transactions I make. When you make transfer, you'll be charged so and so amount of money. Of course, there is a good news because the Central Bank of Nigeria has made some changes. They've reduced some transaction rates. We just take some of the reduction that they made according to a circular that was released on Friday, and the CBN says that the standing order charge for intra-bank transaction will now be free instead of 300 naira. That is according to the central bank. And now charges on interbank transfers will be 50 naira per transaction instead of 300 naira as well. And of course, they say bills payment, including payment through other e-channels, is negotiable and subjected to a minimum of 500 naira per beneficiary instead of 1,200 naira. And of course, the electronic fund transfer charges will now be at the rate of 10 naira for every transaction that is below 5,000 naira, and then 26 naira for transaction that is above, that is within 5,100 naira to 50,000 naira, and the transactions above 50,000 naira will be charged at 50 naira. And of course, the withdrawals on other banks, if you want to use other bank ATMs, now they will charge you 35 they will charge you, yes, 35 naira after the third withdrawal instead of 65 naira. And of course, they also reduce the ATM bill payment charges from 100 naira to 50 naira. And of course, the debit card maintenance, that money that they charge, people have been asking, why are they taking charges for card maintenance? And it has been removed entirely. That means the banks will not be charging you anymore for card maintenance. They do that monthly, I guess. So these are some of the changes that the CBN has announced. It's now left to various banking institutions to effect the changes and save Nigerians from crying. Some people do not have much money, but then bank will just help you and slash your money and you will start crying. All right, trending issues, AF television. Let's go to the final story we have on trending issues before we call it a wrap on today's edition. And it has to do with the Federal Polytechnic Nekede Owerri in Imo State. And they've released a circular saying, from henceforth, students of Federal Polytechnic Nekede Owerri are hereby banned from bringing into the campus, into this institution, their own car. So if you're a student of Federal Polytechnic Nekede and you have your own car, be it a bicycle, be it any car, be it a tricycle and anything, you are no longer allowed to bring it into the school premises. Just take few of the circulars released by the institution, and it's read management at its emergency management meeting held on Thursday, January 27, 2022, deliberated on the use of vehicles by students and their flamboyant display of wealth on campus. Like, I think that is why they are banning it, the flamboyant display of wealth on campus. After thorough deliberation, management therefore directed as follows. Students are hereby banned from driving their vehicles into the campus. Only staff are allowed to drive into the campus, and the staff will be identified by presentation of their ID card. Students using vehicles must stop at the gate. That is to say, if you are a student of Federal Polytechnic Nekede Owerri in Imo State, you are no longer allowed to bring in your private vehicle to the school. If you come with it, you park it at the gate before maybe you walk down into class or something like that. All right, trending issues, AF television. Let's take some of the comments that we have on the program before we go. Okay, we have a Brown Davis, we have a Basiakan Odo. He says that means APC is taking over the state. I think he's reacting to that Governor Udom's preferred candidate, the anointed one, in the person of Pastor Umo Eno. All right, that is it. Thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of Trending Issues. My name is still Fev Okanwa. Until I come your way next time, it is bye for now.